Hey guys, I'm Christia DeShields and welcome back to STL TV Live. Jacob Henderson joins me now from Meeting of the Minds. How are you?
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for joining us.
No problem, thank you.
Now, you are the founder of a academy school here. Can you tell us a little bit about your school?
Well, I'm the CEO and producing director at the Excellence Arts and Media Academy. We're located here in St. Louis. We were founded in 2011, and we are a performing arts and training facility, training actors in performing arts, and actually producers and directors in the area as well.
Great. Now, talk to us a little bit about your journey in the arts and your experience.
Well, I started acting when I was about 10 years old. Been really involved in plays and theater ever since. Was really involved in high school, and when I got out of high school, I was really inclined to go into it as a profession. So I went to Lincoln College, Illinois State University, and I got my education there. And really there is where I found my voice and really what I really wanted to do. And so I decided that was what I wanted to do as a future for mine. And so when I came back to St. Louis, I thought it would be a good idea to start my own academy, to give other people like myself the opportunities to work in the theater and to give other people the opportunity to see what their capabilities are as professional theater people.
Wow. Now you've obviously worked every aspect of the theater. You've been an actor, a producer, a director. Which one is kind of your favorite thing to do?
That's a hard question. Because first of all, they're all completely different. Acting, it's limited because you can only act what you have to say. Directing, you have to have a very good vision. But directing, you have to have a great business mind, and you have to be able to read people. And so they're kind of different, but I prefer producing only because it doesn't give me limitations. It gives me the scope of what I can do is bigger. And I'm able to employ actors, directors, and other producers to work with me, so that's always a great opportunity to bring other people in who love to do what you like to do. Wow.
And you've loved to do it for a long time. You're telling me that you started in the theater when you were 10 years old.
Yeah, started in theater when I was 10. Really didn't think about it until recently that I had done over 50 shows, and I had done a lot of musicals, a lot of straight plays, a lot of dramatic comedy, done some Shakespeare. And I started off just basically wanting to be an actor, and my mom was like, "Well, let's go." And so we got to this audition, and I got the part, and it was a great opportunity. And
so what was that first play that you were in? Do you remember?
It was a Raisin in the Sun, and played Travis, and then I worked with some other professional companies, very young, Midtown Theater Company, things like that. And I was able to really get some experience at a very young age. And so it propelled me to go into directing because I felt like I had came to that limited acting. It was time to do something else.
Now directing, you said directing offers, like, there's no limits. Can you expound upon that a little bit?
Well, directing, you have a larger scope of what you can do. You're not just working on lines and character, you're working on the set, you're working on the costumes, you're working with the other producers, you're working with the actors, you're working with the audience, the house manager. So there's a lot more hats that you have to wear. And so when you're a director, you have to be able to look at the big picture, you know, what's important. And you really want your audience to come away from your performances with something. And so with the shows that I produce, I always want the audience members to come away with something, if it's a life lesson or if it's just purely being entertained. But that's important to me. And so as a director, your audience satisfaction is very important. And not only is that, but you really want to convey what the writer was supposed to say. The writing is very important.
Now, at your academy, you said you train directors and producers and things like that. Is this more like a hands-on type of thing, or is it schooling?
Well, it's a hands-on thing. I'm a big firm believer in that you can only really learn until you get out there and do it. Because you can sit in a classroom all day and I can tell you a million things to do, but until you get out there and do it, that's when you really learn, because everybody has a different style. And so the directors and the producers that work for me, I give them hands-on opportunities. I give them opportunities to work with the actors, work with the people, work with different clients of mine. So they have that experience. and through that they get their own styles, and so they learn how they work best, and how I work is not necessarily good how they work. So it's a real hands-on thing.
Great, and we're going to talk about that coming up next. We'll have one of your directors here to talk a little bit more about the play that you just showed a few weeks ago. So we'll talk a little bit more about that. You guys want to stay right here with us. We'll be back with more from the Excellence Arts and Media Academy. Stay tuned.